Hey guys, it's Mr. Opinion here with another video for y'all. My last video was a few weeks back and I want to keep the content rolling on my channel, so I figured I just throw up this video for y'all. Anyway, let's launch right into it. This is my thoughts and opinions on the Victorinox Pioneer knife. As you can see, where I got ourselves a black alox edition of the Pioneer. Awesome knife by Victorinox, one of my favorite Swiss Army blades, definitely one of my favorites. Real nice and slim, classy alox scales. As you see, these are a little bit worn. I have carried this for a bit, but it is a nice knife. I like to carry this as a backup, kind of a sheeple friendly knife for when I'm out in public and I just want to cut something real quick. Occasionally I'll pull this out if I have it. A lot of times if I'm in a restaurant, like a nice restaurant, then I'll pull this out to cut something. I actually find that my knives are almost 100% of the time sharper than the steak knife that they give you to cut your food, so I'll just whip out one of my personal blades. That being said, generally I don't really care about what people think of my knives, so if I don't have this on me, I'll just go for whatever I've got. I'm not afraid to whip something out. Someone says, oh, it's one of those scary high-capacity assault knives, oh my god, what are we gonna do, we're all gonna die. I'm just like, put up with it. It's a knife. I'm not gonna murder you. So yeah, this thing sees its fair share of use, but it just kind of depends. Nice backup though. Let's get into tools. First, of course, you got your main blade, your main pen blade here, nice and shiny, typical Victorinox pen blade. Nice and sharp, takes a wicked edge. Won't be too long before you got to sharpen this thing back up if you do use it, but in general, it's a real nice knife, real nice blade for you. Do real nice to butter your toast or cut your mail, cut strings off of, I don't know, piece of clothing. Just general utility work. You don't always need a locking blade, and this thing is real nice. Real thin grind. I mean, just super thin, awesome slicer. If this one was just a bit longer, I'd say it'd be a phenomenal food prep blade, but as is, it's just under 3 inches, so legal for pretty much everywhere. A lot of my friends in the UK love to carry Swiss Army knives. Of course, everyone knows what a Swiss Army knife is, so this blade isn't going to scare anyone. More than adequate for general everyday tasks, if you're willing to go with a slip joint option. Next, we'll go with your can opener, the famous Victorinox can opener. Awesome. This thing is the best can opener on a folding pocket tool that has ever and will ever exist, in my opinion. I've only used it a couple of times. I don't have too many occasions where I need to open a can up, but when I do, I'll reach for this if I've got it on me. Does its job, real great at doing it. Of course, you also have a little micro screwdriver tip if you need it, but really I just use it for the can opener. Again, awesome tool. Next up, we're going to go with the flathead screwdriver cap lifter combo. Fantastic driver bit here, real nice and wide. I used this just a few days ago to tighten up the stock on a Wasser 10, and yeah, it's just an awesome, nice flat driver for you. Great, great amount of area that you can use for all different types of screws. At the same time, it tapers down to a fairly thin profile at the end, so you can do some real nice work with it. Cap lifter / bottle opener does the job. You all know how that works. I don't drink beer, obviously. You're not 21, don't drink, but if you do want to crack open a beer, this will do the job. So yeah, there's that. Next, you got the awl from, yeah, there you go. Great tool. I prefer this over the Cadet because it has the awl instead of the nail file. I just don't find an occasion where I need to file my nails, but the awl works real well for punching a hole in a belt. You need to punch an extra hole. I actually did that a few days ago, and I gotta say, it looked pretty damn uniform for what this is. The only fault that I would say with this awl, like all the other tools, is since it isn't locking, sometimes you'll have it where you're stabbing into something, you're stabbing out, and it folds. So kind of gotta keep your digits out of the way. I keep myself from getting, you know, poked or whatever by holding it kind of like this on the sides whenever I'm stabbing something, or like this, kind of like a pen or a pencil. That way if it folds, you're in no danger of getting stabbed or cut, which, by the way, this is kind of chisel ground here. It's not exactly an edge, but you know, it could cut you if enough force is applied. I have cut myself at least once with this thing. So, you know, you gotta be careful, but of course that applies for everything else, right? So yeah, there's the tool review. There's my thoughts and opinions on the Victorinox Pioneer in the black alox. Classy knife, nice cheapo gentleman's option. I threw a nice lanyard on here, nothing special, just a cheapy piece of cordage I got off of a crap flashlight, and it helps with pulling out of the pocket. If it's buried down in my right front pocket like it normally is, I'll just pull it out, and there we go. So yeah, there's that. You know, awesome blade, great tool, really gives you a bit of options for just under $30. Awesome, real cool. I highly recommend picking one up. If you've liked what you see in this video, please comment down below. Consider a subscription if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, guys, I'll see you. This has been Mr. Opinion. And stay frosty, guys. Later.